The 2024 election cycle is upon us, and the familiar red and blue battle lines are being drawn. Yet, amidst the predictable partisan clashes, a persistent voice emerges, challenging the very foundation of this two-party system. Dr. Jill Stein, a physician and environmental activist, is no stranger to the political arena. Her previous presidential bids, while not securing victory, ignited conversations about crucial yet often marginalized issues. This time around, she returns to the forefront, hoping to tap into a growing discontent simmering beneath the surface of American politics. The political landscape of 2024 is fraught with tension. Economic anxieties linger, the climate crisis escalates, and social divisions seem to widen by the day. In this climate of uncertainty, many Americans find themselves disillusioned with the traditional choices offered by Democrats and Republicans. They yearn for a political alternative, a candidate who speaks to their concerns and offers a vision that transcends the limitations of the two-party system. Stein's candidacy seeks to embody this alternative. Her platform, deeply rooted in principles of social justice, economic equality, and environmental sustainability, resonates with a diverse cross-section of the electorate. From students burdened by student loan debt to working families struggling to make ends meet, from communities ravaged by climate change to those yearning for a more peaceful foreign policy, Stein's message carries a powerful appeal. At the heart of Stein's campaign lies a fundamental challenge to the two-party system that has dominated American politics for generations. She argues that this system, often driven by corporate interests and beholden to wealthy donors, has failed to address the pressing needs of everyday Americans. The two major parties, she contends, offer only a semblance of choice, perpetuating a system that prioritizes profit over people and war over peace. Stein's campaign seeks to disrupt this status quo by offering a bold alternative. Her platform is built on a foundation of progressive values, advocating for policies such as Medicare for all, a Green New Deal, tuition-free public college, and an end to endless wars. These proposals, while often dismissed as radical by mainstream pundits, resonate deeply with a significant portion of the electorate who feel left behind by the current system. However, challenging the two-party system is no easy feat. Stein faces an uphill battle against a political establishment deeply entrenched in its ways. The Democratic and Republican parties, with their vast resources and media influence, present formidable obstacles to any candidate seeking to disrupt the status quo. Yet Stein remains undeterred, driven by a belief that real change can only come from outside the confines of the traditional political system. One of the most significant challenges facing Stein's campaign is the pervasive media blackout imposed on third-party candidates. Mainstream media outlets, often beholden to corporate interests and beholden to the two-party system, tend to marginalize or ignore voices that challenge the established order. This lack of media coverage creates a significant barrier for candidates like Stein, who rely on public exposure to disseminate their message and reach potential voters. Despite these obstacles, Stein's campaign is leveraging alternative media platforms and grassroots organizing to circumvent the traditional media blackout. Social media, independent news outlets, and a dedicated network of volunteers are playing a crucial role in amplifying her message and connecting with voters who may not encounter her candidacy through mainstream channels. This strategic use of alternative media and grassroots outreach is proving particularly effective in reaching younger voters and those disillusioned with the traditional political system. These demographics, often overlooked by mainstream media, are increasingly turning to online platforms for news and information, providing Stein with a valuable avenue to connect with potential supporters. While Stein's path to victory remains challenging, her campaign recognizes the strategic importance of swing states in influencing the outcome of the election. These states, often characterized by a delicate balance between Democratic and Republican voters, hold the potential to tip the scales in a close presidential race. Stein's campaign is strategically focusing on engaging voters in key swing states, particularly those in the Rust Belt region that have experienced economic decline and feel neglected by the political establishment. Her message of economic justice, revitalized manufacturing, and a foreign policy centered on diplomacy rather than military intervention resonates deeply with working-class voters in these areas. By mobilizing voters in these crucial swing states, Stein's campaign aims to draw attention to the limitations of the two-party system and highlight the viability of a progressive alternative. Even if she does not secure victory, her presence in the race has the potential to shift the political discourse, push the major party candidates to address issues they might otherwise ignore, and inspire a new generation of voters to demand more from their elected officials.